The potential re-election of Donald Trump in 2024 has sent ripples through the political landscape, stirring debates and discussions across the nation, leaving many to ponder the potential implications for various sectors, from healthcare and education to international relations and economic policies. One area of particular interest is the burgeoning world of cryptocurrencies, which has seen explosive growth and increasing mainstream acceptance in recent years. Trump's first term was marked by a distinct approach to economic policy, characterized by deregulation, tax cuts, and a confrontational stance on global trade. His administration's policies were designed to stimulate economic growth and create jobs. These policies, while lauded by some for their potential to stimulate economic growth, were also met with criticism for their potential to exacerbate existing inequalities and introduce new uncertainties into the global economic order. Critics argued that the benefits were unevenly distributed, favoring the wealthy and large corporations. As the 2024 election cycle gains momentum, the question on many investors' minds is whether a second Trump presidency would usher in a new era for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. The digital asset market is highly sensitive to regulatory changes and political climates. Would Trump's pro-business, anti-regulation stance extend to the digital asset realm, potentially paving the way for wider adoption and increased market value? His administration could potentially create a more favorable environment for innovation and investment in the cryptocurrency space. Or would his unpredictable nature and penchant for protectionist policies create a climate of uncertainty, hindering the growth of this nascent asset class? The volatility and unpredictability of his policies could lead to market instability. The answers to these questions remain shrouded in speculation. Investors and analysts are closely watching the political developments and potential policy shifts. However, by examining Trump's previous economic policies and their impact on traditional markets, we can glean valuable insights into the potential trajectory of Bitcoin should he reclaim the Oval Office. Historical data and past performance can offer clues about future trends. The intersection of Trump's economic agenda and the future of Bitcoin represents a fascinating case study in the complex interplay between politics, technology, and finance. This dynamic relationship could shape the future of digital currencies. Understanding the potential synergies and conflicts between these forces is crucial for investors and enthusiasts alike as they navigate the volatile and unpredictable world of cryptocurrencies. Staying informed and adaptable will be key to success in this rapidly evolving market. Bitcoin, the world's first and largest cryptocurrency, has experienced a meteoric rise since its inception in 2009. What started as an obscure digital experiment has now become a global phenomenon, capturing the imagination of millions. Initially dismissed by many as a fringe technology with limited real-world applications, Bitcoin has gradually gained mainstream acceptance, attracting the attention of institutional investors, corporations, and even governments. This shift in perception has been driven by its unique properties and the growing realization of its potential. Its decentralized nature, limited supply, and potential to serve as a hedge against inflation have fueled its popularity, particularly during times of economic uncertainty. As traditional financial systems face challenges, Bitcoin's appeal as a digital store of value continues to grow. Bitcoin's value has been on a roller coaster ride, experiencing dramatic surges and precipitous falls. These fluctuations are often driven by market sentiment, regulatory news, and macroeconomic factors, making it a highly dynamic asset. This volatility, while a source of anxiety for some investors, is also a testament to its dynamism and potential for significant returns. For those willing to navigate its ups and downs, Bitcoin offers opportunities that are hard to find in traditional markets. As the cryptocurrency market matures and regulatory frameworks become more defined, the question remains whether Bitcoin can transition from a speculative asset to a stable store of value and a viable alternative to traditional currencies. The evolution of regulations will play a crucial role in shaping its future. The potential for a Trump presidency to impact Bitcoin's trajectory adds another layer of complexity to this already intricate landscape. His policies and stance on cryptocurrencies could influence market dynamics significantly. Trump's economic policies, if implemented, could create both opportunities and challenges for the cryptocurrency market. His approach to regulation, taxation, and international trade could all have ripple effects on Bitcoin's adoption and value. Understanding these potential impacts is crucial for investors seeking to navigate the uncertain waters of the Bitcoin market in the years to come. Staying informed and adaptable will be key to making sound investment decisions. The coming years will be pivotal for Bitcoin as it seeks to solidify its place in the global financial system. Its journey from a niche digital currency to a mainstream financial asset is far from over. Whether Trump's potential return to power will act as a catalyst for further growth or a hindrance to its progress remains to be seen. The interplay between political developments and Bitcoin's evolution will be closely watched. One thing is certain, the intersection of Trump's economic policies and the future of Bitcoin is a story that will continue to captivate investors and observers for years to come. As the world watches, Bitcoin's next chapter is being written in real time, promising both excitement and uncertainty. Donald Trump's economic agenda during his first term was characterized by a strong emphasis on deregulation, a strategy that he believed would invigorate the American economy. This approach was a cornerstone of his America First policy, which aimed to prioritize American interests in both domestic and international affairs. Trump argued that excessive government regulation was stifling business growth, hindering job creation, and making the United States less competitive on the global stage. He believed that by cutting red tape, businesses would have more freedom to innovate and expand. His administration rolled back numerous regulations across various sectors, including finance, energy, and the environment. These rollbacks were intended to reduce the burden on businesses and stimulate economic activity. Proponents of Trump's deregulation policies argue that they unleashed economic growth, boosted investment, and led to record low unemployment rates. They claim that the business-friendly environment created by these policies encouraged companies to hire more workers and invest in new projects. They point to the stock market's performance during Trump's tenure as evidence of his policy's success. The stock market saw significant gains, which many attributed to the confidence businesses and investors had in the administration's economic policies. Critics, however, contend that deregulation came at the expense of consumer protection, environmental safeguards, and financial stability. They argue that the removal of these regulations left consumers and the environment vulnerable to exploitation and harm. They argue that Trump's policies primarily benefited wealthy individuals and corporations while doing little to address income inequality or promote sustainable economic growth. The gap between the rich and the poor, they claim, widened under these policies. The impact of Trump's deregulation policies on the cryptocurrency market is a subject of much debate. Some believe that a less restrictive regulatory environment would foster innovation in the blockchain space, attracting investment and accelerating the adoption of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. They argue that excessive regulation could stifle the growth of this nascent industry, pushing innovation overseas. A more relaxed regulatory framework, they believe, would make the US a hub for cryptocurrency development. They argue that excessive regulation could stifle the growth of this nascent industry, pushing innovation overseas. A more relaxed regulatory framework, they believe, would make the US a hub for cryptocurrency development. Others, however, caution that a lack of regulation could create a Wild West environment in the cryptocurrency market, leaving investors vulnerable to fraud and manipulation. They warn that without proper oversight, the market could become a breeding ground for scams and financial instability. They argue that clear and consistent regulations are essential for building trust and stability in the market, attracting institutional investors, and ensuring the long-term viability of cryptocurrencies. Proper regulation, they believe, is crucial for protecting investors and maintaining market integrity. Bitcoin, by its very design, exists outside the traditional financial system. It operates on a decentralized network, free from the control of governments and central banks. This inherent decentralization is a core tenet of the Bitcoin philosophy, appealing to those who distrust centralized authority and seek greater financial autonomy. Trump's deregulatory approach, while focused primarily on traditional industries, could have unintended consequences for the cryptocurrency market. A lighter regulatory touch might create space for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies to flourish, free from the constraints of government oversight. This could lead to increased innovation, investment, and adoption. However, the lack of clear regulatory frameworks also presents challenges. Uncertainty surrounding the legal status of cryptocurrencies, tax implications, and consumer protection measures could deter institutional investors and hinder mainstream adoption. The absence of a regulatory safety net could also leave the market vulnerable to fraud, manipulation, and other illicit activities. The question of whether Trump's deregulatory approach would ultimately benefit or hinder Bitcoin's growth is a complex one. It hinges on a delicate balance between fostering innovation and ensuring market integrity. Finding this balance will be crucial for the long-term health and sustainability of the cryptocurrency market. The future of Bitcoin in a Trumpian era of deregulation remains uncertain. However, by understanding the potential opportunities and risks associated with a less restrictive regulatory environment, investors and policymakers can work towards creating a framework that fosters innovation while mitigating potential risks.